Hey, Wentworth World Entertainment. Neill Blomkamp is back, but not the way you'd think. This guy was meant to do a brand new RoboCop movie, which he was going to retcon everything by the first movie and make it a true sequel. He was meant to make Alien 5 with his artwork that he put out there, which was fantastic and stuff, and Ridley Scott screwed him over on that one. He, of course, made District 9 and stuff like that. He's back with AI. Yeah. So he's put out this thing called Nightborne, which is a 13-15 minute short, which is completely AI. Now, he says the voice actors, like the voices and the faces, are of real people, but it overall is AI. And this is him building up to wanting to do a full feature made completely through AI. What a massive mistake. This really is the indication that Hollywood has rejected this guy completely, because he's made a new studio for himself which will focus completely on AI. I'll show you little bits and pieces. They do have the actual whole thing here. This is the entire 15-minute movie short. We'll take a look at what it's about and stuff like this, but it's not going down well with people. People are pushing back against this, like, what the hell are you doing? And it's very easily noticeable why. Let's take a look. So you can see there, District 9 director Neill Blomkamp shares his first full test AI film, and fans are not happy. So Neill Blomkamp, the director behind District 9, Elysium and Gran Turismo, has shared his latest project, which it's fair to say to the majority of the filmmaker's fans aren't exactly enthusiastic about. The 13-minute short, or it's 13, okay, I thought it was 15, Nightborne, was created using AI, although Blomkamp does note that the film features the faces and voices of real people. He also announced plans to tackle a fully AI feature-led film at some point, which, even when you watch this thing, it's like, why would you bother? So there's tiny elements that you can see an advantage to AI, but it's more to do with like helicopters and stuff, which, again, I'll show you little bits and pieces of it. Probably can't show you the whole thing. Number one, it's far too long. Number two, probably absolutely get copyrighted for it. But this is what he said. Now, this just shows you how he's been rejected by Hollywood. So he said this: I've been experimenting with AI for a couple of years, and it's now at the point where I want to tackle a full feature in this format. This is a 13-minute test start. This was made with real concept artists and features the faces and voices of 32 real people. Barley Studios will be my new AI studio for creating my own films, the way Oats Studio was for traditional film and visual effects. Now, that's interesting that he's saying, like, it's to create my own films, but the likes of District 9 and stuff is your own films. So what do you mean you had to create this new studio specifically for AI? So Nightborne's story focuses on a helicopter pilot shot down and killed in action, and the revelation that his superiors are actually creating zombies in order to build an army of super soldiers. Now, I find it funny that they said the revelation that his superiors, because it's not a dude, it's this girl. This is who it's focused on. It's a woman. So I don't know why they're saying that. So the logline reads: a US Army pilot is shot down and declared killed in action. Her husband buries an empty casket. The tapes say otherwise. Nightborne is a 13-minute sci-fi horror film from director Neill Blomkamp. The first release from Barley Studios. Told as a documentary, interviews, recovered program footage, and the recordings of a scientist who walked out of a classified defense program that puts dead soldiers back on the battlefield. So The concept is interesting. It even says like here, like that's an interesting concept, but you can see it saying like the backlash is on there. So while some feel that this is simply a case of a filmmaker embracing new technology, others had no problem at all telling Blomkamp what they made of this short. So basically, they've been calling it out. So again, I'll show you tiny bits and pieces of this thing. So I don't know how well the audio is, but like this is all AI. So we're in London. You can see. Like, you get that? You're going up, surgeon hunting. Last night they came out to do this. Now they're in the open, running east along the river with nowhere to hide. First clear shot we've had. If I just go back here. Last night one of our or is it? It's somewhere there. She delivers a line. Now remember, they said that it's real voice actors and these are all the faces of actual people. It's the fact that her line delivery is very flat, and that I think is an issue with the AI. I don't know whether when they're delivering the lines, whether they're seeing the footage or not. Otherwise, like, it's almost worse than game line delivery. So this type of thing, that type of shot, you can see where AI could be useful. But other than that, like, when they're talking, the voices don't quite line up. And if you look at that, it's too clear. You know what I mean? See what I mean by, like, how clear it is compared to everything else. So, like, when you see the people, like, this is a great example of what I'm talking about. How clear and too, even though they have blood and stuff, it looks too clean. You'll see what I mean? Like, it's too perfect almost. It's very strange, and yeah, they turned them into zombies, and the husbands. You don't actually see the thing being buried. Or I'll check out this image actually. Look at this. Look how weird that looks. Weird. So, and what they do is they. This is funny. They kind of watch this actually. So you see, like, they obviously don't want to use makeup, and they can make it look more weird, I suppose, with AI. But see how they're modifying them. They're putting all these nails on the teeth. They have them cutting and stuff. And yeah, when they drop them into a test, this is the test. They bring them out to the desert, and they have to test them by having them fight one another. They're armed. They're fighting with knives. Like, they're using guns and all this, and then she starts remembering her kids, and that's the whole thing, Nightborne and all this crap. It's so strange. Like, it really is just this bizarre crap. So again, this person, this guy here and everyone else, this is meant to be these people's real faces and real voices. But overall, everything is actually AI. So even though it's their real faces, it's created by AI in the system. So, and you can see it's too clean. It really is, and it does. It stands out too much from everything else, and the voices don't quite line up when they're speaking, which is like quite telling. I thought there'd be more information there, but there isn't. But yeah, apparently the backlash to this is pretty bad. People are just going like, this is just AI slop. And the fact that he wants to make an entire movie. And when you're thinking, so you brought in real people to scan their faces and use their voices, why not just film them with the real people? Why bother doing this crap? Like, that's where you'd really have to raise the question. Again, the likes of the helicopter stuff, you can see AI working for that, but again, you could just use CGI. It probably just costs as much. It may be cheaper, maybe a little dearer, don't know. But why not just use actual people? I don't know. It's so strange. It really is. But he has made a brand new studio devoted completely to AI, and his plans are to make a full AI movie, full-length feature. Where's he going to put it though? Because there's a high probability that theaters will go, we don't want it. You know, we're not going to bring it in. Because if the backlash is already bad enough for a 13-minute video that he made, how the hell are people going to react to a full-length feature film? I don't know. But again, and this isn't one of these arguments they can put out or go, well, we used the actors' real faces and their real voices, so what's the issue? We're not getting rid of real people. It's like, well, then just film with real people. What's the point of making it AI if you're just going to use real people anyway? Use real people. Make a real movie. It's going to be interesting to see what comes of this, but let me know what you guys think. If you've watched the full movie clip thing, let me know what you think about it. Are you intrigued by this idea? And would you be willing to go and pay money, never mind putting it on streaming, to pay money in a theater to watch a fully rendered AI movie? Do let me know. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So do like and share and subscribe and all of that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.